His Excellency, the Minister of European Affairs, Mr. Chairman of Istanbul Stock Exchange Market, Mr. President of the Board of Trustees, distinguished colleagues and guests, and my dear friends. It is with a great and probably understandable emotion that I am delivering a welcoming address to Games 2012 on behalf of Istanbul Bilgi University in my capacity of rector. It has been more than 15 years that I have devoted all my work and capacity to serve modestly the cause of mathematical social sciences as a researcher and a lecturer. Slightly more than a year ago, I have been involved rather unexpectedly in academic administration and have been nominated the rector of my university. I must say that this is a totally different world. No more papers to write. Those which you see recently published are hangovers. No more students to lecture, usually with a tie. It is really different. And I must say that this creates a strong feeling of a big void on one hand. But on the other hand, I am enjoying the use of my administrative power to serve academia in general and my own research area in particular. Time will show whether I will be remembered as a successful reformer or not. But in any case, I must say that Bilgi is a very good place to try to implement such things. This university has been established in 1996. I came here as a young assistant professor in 1998, and as a witness of our almost whole history, I can say that Bilgi brought a fresh and much needed liberal approach to Turkish academia. This university, since its foundation, has taken clear and unequivocal positions throughout the democratization process of Turkey. That encompasses a long list of conferences held within our offices when no one wanted to host these conferences. Students accepted in classes when sartorial conditions were imposed almost everywhere else. We have been harshly criticized for most of our positions and deeds. We are still being sometimes severely criticized, but we continue to abide by our values, universally and largely accepted, to safeguard our liberal and pluralistic stance. And my dear friends, it is thanks to this stance that we could attract Turkey's best intellectuals to our university. In a very short span of time for a university to develop, we have become a reputable teaching institution in Turkey. We have started as a social sciences university to expand our field of excellence to architecture first, to engineering afterwards, to health sciences, design, and a number of other fields, to become a comprehensive university within 16 years. We are a sizable and reputable institution today with more than 12,000 students, more than 16,000 alumni, and over 800 instructors. We have done our utmost to become a university known for the dedication of its academicians, known for the quality of its teaching, and last but not the least, known for its adherence to universal academic values. I should also say that we are not a research university in the sense that research remains at the core of every field that we cover. Nonetheless, we have chosen a certain number of fields where we aim to create centers of excellence in research, and mathematical social sciences is certainly one of those. The Murat Sertel Center of Advanced Economic Studies is a brilliant example of what we aim to achieve in this regard. Most of you know this in details, but particularly for my younger colleagues, I am happy to remind that there is a strong tradition of economic theory in Turkey, and we owe this to the late Professor Murat Sertel. Murat was a distinguished scientist, an exceptional teacher, and a very energetic leader. Those who had the privilege of meeting him will certainly agree that he was a Renaissance man. He passed away 10 years ago at the age of 61, when he was probably about to deliver his most successful work. Having been a student, later assistant, and then friend, my personal sorrow has never been relieved. But still, I find some comfort in contemplating today all that has been achieved thanks to Murat's initial motivation and exceptionally inspiring capacity. I would have immensely wished he could see this wonderful Congress. Perhaps he does, we wouldn't know. And of course, I would like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to all Murat's friends, my senior colleagues, for their exceptional involvement and investment to continue the work Murat has started in Turkey. They have all accepted to support the Murat Sertel Center at its foundation. This support has not only been moral, but very material. For example, no one at that time believed that a Nobel Prize colleague of ours would be a founding member and take the time to come from the States to Turkey just for a couple of days for the opening ceremony of the center. Thank you again, Eric. And in fact, even this Congress is an example of the steady support extended to Murat's work and its continuation. We all know that the Game Theory Society convenes congresses only in institutions that are found academically esteemed and reputable. We are immensely proud that Bilgi, Istanbul, and Turkey are qualified to fall within this category. And needless to say, the organization of such an event requires the valuable efforts of many people. I leave the honor of thanking them to the chair of the organizing committee. However, let me just tell all my appreciation and gratitude to my dear friend and distinguished colleague, Professor Jean Lenné, not only for taking over after my rectorship the organization of this wonderful event, but also the leadership of the Murat Sertel Center. It is very much à la Murat that a Frenchman who moves to Turkey leads the institution aiming to develop his legacy. My dear friends, as the rector of a vibrant university, I do make opening addresses almost daily, as you can imagine. But this is the first time that I prepared the text of my talk myself, because this is the first time that I'm welcoming not only colleagues, but also many of my very dear friends with whom I shared so many things. I'm really unable to translate my feelings into words. However, I wish to remark a very obvious fact. Seldom do such congresses gather so many brilliant minds together at once, which led the organizers, I think very appropriately, to call Games 2012 Istanbul Welcomes Beautiful Minds. You are all very cordially welcome. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your friendship. And in a word, On behalf of those who seek for intellectual fulfillment, thank you very cordially. I'm sure we will have a great Congress. Thank you very much.